Hi guys, welcome back to snt-networks. In today's video, we'll discuss about what is a computer network and its types. We keep hearing this term called as network. We all know what a computer is, but we keep hearing this term called network. So what is a network, right? And why exactly do we need it? First of all, so a network is basically a system of interconnected devices that can communicate with each other. And this is a typical example of a network. Correct. We'll discuss the first typical example of a network and then we'll discuss why do we need a network and what purpose does it serve. So first of all, this is a LAN network as the name here, as the name we see here. So what is a LAN network? This is a typical example of a network that we see at home. So you're sitting at a computer or using a smartphone. You connect to your router, and from there you're able to access anything on the internet. Correct? And you have a printer also. So either you're able to access anything on the internet, or you're sitting at this computer, through your Wi-Fi router, you're able to, reach out to your printer and then basically access or print something. And even without this router, you can do it, but it's just your, routing. So let's not go into the routing part. So basically, what is a LAN? LAN is basically local area network. So a typical local area network is basically what your day-to-day network at your home looks like. You have a router, right? You have basically a computer. You have a smartphone that you connect to the router, and then you have a printer, correct? And your typical router will always be your default gateway that will connect you to the internet. Plus, it will also contain two modules usually. One will be the switch, plus it will also have a access point. Access point is the reason you're able to connect to Wi-Fi wirelessly, I mean. So if you have a laptop also here, you're able to connect it to your router, right? Via the Wi-Fi. So access point provides you with that facility. So this is your local area network. This is your typical local area network. Now we come back to the question, why network? So why do we need a network? We need a network basically to access resources. Let's just come down to the basics. So if anybody even ask you this question in any interview or anywhere, why do we need a network? So, so we could come together. First of all, we could communicate with each other so that two computers or more than two computers can communicate with each other. Plus, we need a network so that we can access resources. So this is again an internet. You created a network and through it you're able to access resources through the internet. You created a network, you're able to access the printer. You created a network from the PC, you're able to basically fetch data from from the smartphone to the PC or through the PC to the smartphone, right? Vice versa. So this is why you need a network, basically to utilize resources. Got it? Now, when you share some data, either from PC to the mobile phone, if even if it's a TXT file or a JPG, right? The JPEG file. So it will be pretty easy for you to use. Correct? Now you're able to transfer data. This is what a network is. So this was about local area network. Now we'll discuss what is a wide area network. Okay. So wide area network is basically, you know, uh, you can say a club of a lot of local area networks, right? When a lot of local area networks come together, it basically becomes a wide area network. Okay. Uh, so even you can say that a network that spans a large geographic area, often connecting multiple smaller networks, right? So the largest area, the largest wide area network would be the internet. So all these would have small networks inside them, right? Connecting each other. It could be a number of routers, anything. So this is again a very simple thing that wide area network will be a club of, or you can say that, a network that spans basically a large geographic area, often connecting multiple LANs. So this is your wide area network, correct? And then another thing you have under, you know, uh, LAN is not under LAN. Similar to a LAN is WLAN, wireless local area network. Now, what is this? It is basically a type of LAN that uses wireless communication for connectivity. Something of this sort, wherein you're using only wireless connectivity for communication. So this access, we are all connecting to this router using the access point facility that it provides, and from there you're basically making connection. So this is again a type of typical example of WLAN. Now coming to an important topic. Now this is actually a very important thing that I think we have discussed in some few of your previous videos, but I think we have discussed you know uh, in depth about IPsec and SSL VPN. If somebody wants, you can go ahead and click on the I button for both IPsec and SSL. It will be displayed one after the another. So now in the VPN part, so what you can say about VPN is basically, so now you're sitting here. Okay, you're sitting at a computer right here, and then you have a router, and then you have this is the internet, and then you have the server which you want to get access to. This is your home network. This is your office network. Now, uh, you can't access all the resources on your system which is at office, or your server which is at office network directly, correct? Because it has to maintain a certain level of security, encryption, and encryption, authentication, and authorization perspective as well. So what do? You sort of create a bridge. You sort of created encrypted tunnel or a bridge over the wide area network using a VPN tunnel. So this is virtual private network. Now, what is a virtual private network? Virtual private network is basically a secure encrypted network connection which is established over the internet itself, allowing remote access to a private network. So this is a private network. What do? You just create a encrypted tunnel, right, which is basically made over the internet. Now you can access your private resources via via the internet, but just making a tunnel over it. You got my point? So you're making a secure tunnel over an unsecure network. Got it? So this is a VPN, and there's another thing which is actually very important, which you know which is why this is important. There are type of VPN tunnels. Okay, one is a remote access. Then there is site to site. So usually for site to site we use IPsec. One remote access we use SSL. Correct? So this is a typical VPN network. Uh, I think I think this should suffice for the basics that what is a computer network and its type. First of all, we discussed about networks, and when you see a group of when you see a group of computers in a network, it is called a computer network. That's it. That's simple. And then we talked about LAN. We talked about network types: LAN, WAN, VPN, VLAN, right? So this is all about computer network and its types. Please let me know if you guys have any question or want me to dig in deep. We can also do that. We can have sort of small networks over probably GNS tracer or something, and then I can also show you how you go into the architecture of computer networks, how you basically design the network. So we'll discuss on that on future in future as well. I hope you guys like it. Thank you.